Hey, my parties, my lovelies. I know you're doing good, so I know you want to get into the topic at hand. We're about to do that. Party is just alleged tea, or we gossip and just talk about down below what we feel about a topic. That's it. That's all. Well, I know you're doing lovely, so let's get right into it. Okay. So we're gonna talk about men who don't do the time but want to be sublime. Like, there's men out here that feel like they deserve a title just because they're a man, but haven't earned that title. Okay, and they want a woman to submit to them, but they're not really a leader. They're not really a provider. They're not really somebody who deserves to be submitting to. But women are submitting to these men because they just want a man. And that's sad. That's ridiculous. Just because they want a family. Like, I've done it before. I mean, sort of. No, I haven't. I mean, submissive is such a strong word. I mean submissive, but I've definitely like done some things submissively that I probably shouldn't have done just because I try to keep my relationship. And that's sad. These men need to know that they ain't all that. Like, literally, I can probably count on 1 to 3 fingers like real men. Like, most of the real men are like don't even have a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dudes that don't even need to be with a woman be trying to get a woman. That's the funny part, because you can't even afford to take me and get a cheeseburger, but you're trying to ask me, like, you want to talk to me? Like, what are we going to talk about? We need to talk about getting money, getting paid, getting your funds up, something. But you want to talk about the fact you can't even loan me $10. Like, maybe you can't even loan me 50. But you worried about a relationship? Like, men got their priorities up wrong. And then men be looking to date women. They got the best job, a job. Like, dude, if you can't afford your bills by yourself, just say that. Like, you don't have to say, like, oh, I want to be with this woman. I love her. Why do you love her? Because she helped you pay your bills? That's sad. But a lot of times men are in relationships just because the woman helps them with something, whether they are the person who's the maid, like Jocelyn said, who's doing the cooking, doing the cleaning, and providing them with their good, and helping them split the bills 50-50. Like, what are these men actually out here required to do? Like, it's not much that they actually have to do. And that's the sad part, because they expect the women to be submissive. They have an attitude. It's a problem. But you're doing the same thing or less. Well, you're actually doing less of what I'm doing. I'm doing the cooking. I'm doing the cleaning. We splitting the bills. We splitting the finances. I'm taking care of the kids, the household, the chores, planning, organizing. And you sitting on the couch watching football, barely have anything to say. You know, you may go to work here now and then, but you ain't cooking. You barely mowing the grass, taking out the trash. I mean, what am I submitting to? The fact that I'm a woman? Don't you know I popped out a whole human out of my body? Then a woman, that means I'm the superior one, okay? Women rule in a different way. You wouldn't even be here if it weren't for a woman. So you might need to be submitting to me at this point. At this motherfucking point, you might need to be submitting to me. But you're not. And it's cool. But for so long, I was settling for men that didn't even deserve to be settled to and with, and then wondering why it didn't work out. It's not a fair fight. They're not providers. They're not men. If a man really loves you, he's going to provide for you. He's going to make sure you're good. But unfortunately, it's really the wealthy men who can put themselves in that category to say they can provide for you. But these other men, lame men, the broke men, be trying to get the same title because they want to be like the rappers, the ballers, this and that. And they want to say, well, you should do this because, baby, you be a provider and I'll do all that and shut my mouth. Say, baby, I got you. You know, I'm going to take care of the majority of the bills. You know, you may pay like 20% of something, but keep your money. I prefer a man who says, baby, I got everything. I just want you to take care of the family, the household, that's a man that I can say, oh, I can be submissive to. Oh, I can provide for. I don't mind washing his clothes. I don't mind ironing. I don't mind cooking. I don't mind because I know the man now sitting up in this house thinking that it don't take hours to wash dishes, fold clothes, wash clothes, help with homework, like do makeup. Like women have to do a lot. Like women have to do a lot. I'm not saying men don't do a lot, but I feel like they need to focus their attention on being a provider, like provide the stability, the finances, and let the woman do her role like it used to be back in the day. Like roles have switched, roles have been discombobulated, switched around. Just all up in the air. Like I feel like I want a man who can lead me. I want a man who can be a provider. I want a man who I can just look up to. I want a man that tell me to do something. I'd be like, okay, I trust his judgment. I'm going to listen to him. But what judgment am I listening to? Besides the fact that you're a man? But we both go to work. We both brush our teeth in the morning. We both come home tired. And I'm doing the dishes. I'm cooking us something to eat. You ain't cooking nothing. You ain't washing a dish. Some of you might be. But what I'm saying is, it's like, and then they looking at you sideways if you got something to say. Or they looking at you sideways because you got a whole bloody cycle every month, but you don't feel like doing this or doing that. Like, we suffer every single month on top of having to take care of all the household, all the bills, and the meticulous stuff, keeping this clean, keeping that clean, and you throwing stuff everywhere. You barely take out the trash. Like, you barely give me kind, encouraging words. You barely boost me up. And you expect me to do all this for you, boost you up, provide for your comfortability, and still lay it down in the bedroom. It's just a lot. And I don't feel like women should have to subject themselves to being submissive, being subjective, being nice, friendly, accommodating. If the man is not going to accommodate and be nice and friendly and polite to her in a manner that a man should, meaning he's taking care of what he needs to take care of, so the woman doesn't feel bad with taking care of what she needs to take care of, because that's what her job is, that's what she's supposed to do. But she can't do it because she's taking care of your job, her job, the kid's job, the job that's a job. It's a lot. Then you wonder why she don't want to roll over and open at the end of the night. Like, come on, be freaking for real. And 7 whole days she on red. 7 whole days or less, like a couple days, 3 to 7. It's like some people vary, 3 to 7 days a month, every single month, like clockwork. We on red. On top of that, the mood swings ain't just because we moody, baby. We have pain. Like, I remember when I was first starting and younger, I used to be bent over, could barely walk, could barely move around. And some people don't have the issue. Some people look at you crazy like, get up. I can't. I'm in pain. And then back then, certain medications didn't work for me. I didn't know, okay, go to a doctor. They prescribe you birth control. They prescribe you this. You think my mom was worried about it? Nah, she like, suck that stuff up and go. Go to school. Suck that stuff up. Here's a pop of aspirin, pop of Tylenol. Well, the Tylenol make me throw up. The aspirins was not doing nothing. And it wasn't until later I was like, okay, I should pop the IP. But at the end of the day, like, women go through a lot. And then you wonder why she so have this attitude going on? Why she can't do this? But the deal is, don't settle for a man who's not really in love with you. Because a man who's really in love with you, he's going to be a provider for you. And a lot of people, these women, trying to act like they're women goals, that they're this and that. Your man don't even love you enough to take care of you. You are in a relationship with a person who needs a help meet to his finances. That's all. Not a help meet to his life, a help meet to, well, maybe to his life too, but his finances. But women have a different role than that. That a man may not even unlock. Like, women can make men's lives easier. They can, simplify some of the hardest things. They can think of things in different perspectives. They can take your idea and make it bigger, better, easier, stronger. They can speak life into your life. You know, they can help you with the little things to make sure that you can provide, that they can encourage you. They can do so much more. But at the end of the day, you think they're trying to do all that and then they got all this other stuff they got to worry about? A man can't even take the stimulation period thing for 2 seconds. They pulling the thing out the machine. Baby, we got to do that for a whole day. Sometimes 3 days, cramping, bent over. And we still get up and rock with it. Still get up and flow with it. And we still holding 9 to 5. We still working 40 hours a week. We still cooking. We still cleaning. We still getting that bag. And we still looking at you like, what are you doing? Like, literally, what are you doing besides getting on my motherfucking nerves? And you was like, if anything, if you take the getting on the nerves part out, I might be able to deal with you. But these dudes feel like they can get on your mother freaking nerves and you still got to put up with what you got to put up with, and they ain't even the provider. Like, I used to talk to this dude and he literally would do stuff to piss me off, and I literally was like, I don't need you, bro. In my head, I'm like, I don't need you. And I kept telling this dude, you don't know me, bro. I will bounce. He's like, no, I know you. I love you. You love to see me walk away, apparently, because, baby, that's exactly what I did. He was left with an open mouth like, what? Yeah, you wasn't even nothing for me. Like, never did I ever feel like I needed you. I can pay the bills by myself, because that's what women do. We figure out, okay? We make stuff shake, just like when your mama, they had nothing in their kitchen to cook, but we're going to find something to cook. We're going to put something together. We're going to make something shake. Okay, but you over here getting on my motherfucking nerves and expecting me to be cool with that. Absolutely not. Absolutely motherfucking not. You got me messed up. Okay, so it's okay not to submit to a man who's not worth submitting to. It's okay not to let a man lead if the man is not worth being a leader and he's not capable of leading and he hasn't shown you the capabilities that he's leading. Don't forget, I met a man, he introduced me to Kevin Samuel as if he was a high value man. Dude, you living in a trailer. What the frick are you talking about? You barely can take me to McDonald's. What the freak is a high value man? You want me to bow down to you and shut my mouth to you? Be a lady to you? Baby, I can help elevate your motherfucking situation and do what the freak you do. Shut the freak up talking to me. This is ridiculous. Women, don't settle. Don't sell yourself short and make him earn his keep. As always, thank you for stopping by his house. Please like if you like any part of the video, and feel free to subscribe and join part of our Pertees, our family, our lovelies. Definitely want to hear what you got to say down below, so comment, because we will have interaction down below whenever possible, whenever we can.